I'm dead. Well, sexually speaking, they're tuna, and that's the Japanese belief, is that once you catch them, they're boring in bed. So, and I've talked to lots of white guys that have been married, and they tell me the same thing, that Japanese women in a serious long-term relationship view sex as a requirement, a dutiful requirement for marriage, not as something that's joyful or enjoyable. Maybe it's a means of having a family and making babies, but that's not to say that all married women are asexual, and I've had my share of married women, so I know that marriages go awry, and there's still sexual drive there. So that's kind of a whole other issue. It's a long-term marriages and long-term relationships, but the thing about having sex with kind of more casually or more short-term relationships is the flakiness again. They're very flaky. And it doesn't matter what you say or what you do. It's basically totally out of your control. I've had like crazy, amazing sex with some girls, and they've gone back to the well, so to speak, a couple times, maybe for a month or two. And that's great. Some women, they just don't work like that. You could have amazing sex, and it's just going to be kind of a one-off, maybe two, maybe three, and they're gone, and they'll never tell you why. So completely inconsistent all around, from communication to even if you're having sex with someone or you've just had sex for the first time, it's basically all a mystery. There's nothing that's predictable about these women. So doesn't matter if you're Casanova. It doesn't matter if you chase them. The only thing I haven't tried at all in my whole 2 years here is the money thing. I don't throw money at women. So that's one thing I cannot speak for. So maybe that's your in, or maybe that's you're in to consistently bed the woman that you want to have sex with, is to buy her, basically, to pay for her. So something I don't do, but money aside, they can be really flighty, really flaky. So, and that sucks, because sometimes you really hit off with a girl, there's great chemistry, you like each other, and then they don't communicate well. They'll never tell you why. So that's kind of a big gripe. That sucks, but and the exceptions are, you will meet girls that want sex. In Japan, because it's so conservative, they don't really have F buddies or sex buddies or casual sex partners. Usually what it means, again, sorry, not Japan, Tokyo. Usually what it means is they are grooming you, or they think you are going to be a boyfriend. So yes, they will have sex with you if they think you're going down that path. If you were to just try and negotiate or have an open conversation with a girl about just being sex buddies, let's be, just sex partners, that's going to knee-jerk reflex them. They're going to take off. There's no way they'll stick around for that. They just don't. Well, maybe they do it in this culture, but at least in my experience, it's not common, and I just get the sense that any time I would try and even go near that topic, they would just take off. So, yeah, again, it's just kind of a sex-negative culture. They don't believe in sleeping around. Maybe you can mac a girl, in a day. I've done that too. Take them home and get after it, have a great time. You'll never hear from them again, even if it was great. Even if you're talking and afterwards you're talking and it's fun and you're laughing, it's like, geez, this is great. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't matter what you do. Anything is possible, and most likely you will never know what happened. So, first year I was just kind of like, this is crazy. And now I'm just kind of like, well, it's just what it's like. These women are just flaky. So, my theory on that is, basically, they have everything they want. Tokyo girls have everything they want. They have money. They have jobs, so they're able to pay for all their shopping, all their fashion. They're just kind of these fashion robots walking around, and they look so hot, it's ridiculous. So they have everything they want. They have Japanese guys that probably chase them like crazy and pay for them, and so they're all set. It's not like you can step in as the white guy and be like, I have a big penis, love me. it just doesn't work like that. Really, for the most part, they just don't care. And and this is just my speaking on my experience with numbers and numbers and numbers, statistical, just having high numbers of trying to meet women. So yeah, it can be tough. Anyway, if you keep at it, you definitely will have your successes. The good news is, if you're a loser back home, you're not so good in the looks department, even if you're a little overweight, who knows, maybe you have a criminal record, it doesn't matter. Once you get over here, it doesn't matter. They have no loser radar. They have no idea who you are or what you do. You could say anything. Because I've seen some crazy mismatches. I've seen like felons with like tattoos running up their neck with like pretty cute, really normal looking, girl next door girls in Tokyo, just thinking, oh my gosh, and then just total geeks and nerds, and some of the girls like those types, and I'm probably a loser too to many of you, so, and I get laid, and it does happen, so there's hope.